morning. Oh my goodness. I woke up this morning and it is so cold here. I actually just took off my hat and I'll put it back on because it is that cold. It is snowing and we are supposed to be leaving for sunny Florida today. But like many of you, we are staying right here in our houses and we are weathering the storm and weathering the weather together. So I am so excited that you are here. And I know you're excited that you are going to get another really great lesson. All right, awesome. So, we cannot minka. Hush now. Everybody's trying to listen. I'll put her on in a minute. Okay, so we cannot go to Florida, but what we can do is we can draw a really cool underwater scene and maybe send it in an email to someone that we're thinking about and tell them that, hey, we might not be able to see the ocean right now, but that's okay. We'll see it very soon. And until then, we can draw it, right? Okay, cool. So the first thing that we want to do is start at our Google page, right? Because that's a good, safe place to start at. And in our search bar, we are going to type Lunapic, Lunapic. Awesome. Okay. And then we see Lunapic right here, so we know that it's a real site. Lunapic, free online photo editor. Awesome. Let's go ahead and click on it. Okay, so now what we want to do is Lunapic, we have been using it to upload our pictures and to do fun things with them once we've uploaded our pictures. Today we're going to go to the Draw tab and we're going to go to the Paint New. Okay, and so it gives us this really awesome picture of the desert and a really cool sky. And just as sort of like a little example. So I want to go head right here into the bottom left and hit clear. All right, now we know what this means when we see this checkerboard background. This means it's transparent. So it's not white, it's transparent. So anything that we put on here, we're going to be able to take somewhere else and put it on like a red background or a green or a white or a black. And the background is just nothing. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is I've clicked my pencil tool, and instead of it being like this little tiny dot, let's make it a little bit bigger. So I click on it. It's a little bit bigger. Our stroke is black, and we're going to make a stroke. I'm using my mouse. Just like that. Okay. Some waves. So up, curl down, up, curl down, and then boop, boop. Okay. And yours does not have to look like mine. Okay. This is mine, and yours is awesome, and it's going to look a little bit different, and that's fantastic. Okay. So this is just a guide. So we're going to color the waves and the ocean scene here. We're going to be, it's like we're looking at it as a cross section, which means we're looking at it from the side. So we're going to grab this black, and instead of black, let's do a dark blue. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. So I grab, that's more of a purple. Let's grab this dark blue here. Okay. And, oh, that's too thin. My stroke is too thin. Let's go to the very fattest stroke. And let's go right along the line that we just met. And it does not have to be perfect. You can go outside the lines, no problem. So if I want to go outside the lines, that's fine. And I just add a little dark blue. Cool. Awesome. Go over here to our stroke. And then in the same row that we were just in, let's pick a little bit of a different color blue and draw right on top of it. I'm just going to color. And again, these are waves, so they can look sort of choppy. Waves are supposed to look choppy, right? Okay, cool. We have some good stuff going. Let's choose another shade. Let's choose this shade. And I'm just going to go around the bottom because I've filled in the top. I'm going to fill in the bottom here. And it can be nice and choppy, big strokes. Oh, this is fun. I love coloring, don't you? Okay. Ooh, that looks cool already. Okay. Let me go up here to this row. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. And what we're doing is we're giving our picture some depth. So it's a flat picture, but we're making it look less flat by giving it some color. Okay. And let's go over here and pick another lighter shade. Awesome. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Now, the very last color that I want to pick is our sandy bottom. So let's go up here. See this orange row? Right at the end of the orange row, I think is a nice light sandy color. And we're just going to make this the bottom of our seascape. And the bottom can be pretty rough. We can go side to side on the bottom. And there can be like some mounds because you know the bottom of the ocean is constantly changing. There's waves that change it and animals that change it. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love that. Okay, so this is our seascape so far. So I want to go down here and I want to hit save. So this is our seascape so far. So I want to go up here and hit apply changes. And then it says applying changes. Ooh, look how pretty. And then I want to hit save. And it makes a nice little PNG file for me here down at the bottom of my screen. Awesome. Okay. Now I want to go to Paint Tool Draw again. And it brings me back into my drawing. And I think I want to add something. So let me go to my pencil brush, and I'm going to click a little bit bigger of a, not the fat one that I was on, but a little bit bigger of a pencil. And my stroke can be black, that's fine. And I think I want to draw a little fish. Okay, a nice little fish. Hello, little fish. And I'll do some bubbles. Awesome. Okay. Now, let's color him in. And we have to do this when we're coloring. We just go ahead and let's pick a nice bright color for our fish. Let's pick this orange. And we just sort of have to color like this. And you can color over his eye and his mouth. We'll redo that. How about that? And you can leave your black outline or you can go over your black outline. Whatever you do, it's going to look really cool and unique to who you are. And that's the best part. Because we're going to make this for our friends and family. And or our moms and dads, or people that we might not be able to see right now. And they want to see your artwork. They don't want to see anybody else's. So whatever you do, it's awesome. I'm giving him a little fin up there, a little fin down here. Okay. Color him in a little bit. Ooh, cool. Okay. Now let's give him. So sometimes I have to click on my stroke a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe I'll leave it for a minute. Oops. Let me go to fill and then stroke. Okay, go to fill. If your stroke is acting funny, go to fill and then click stroke again, and then you get to choose a different color. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, so let's make a really simple little eye. I just make like a little dot. Okay, and then make a little mouth. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, my pencil back down to a little bit thinner, and I want to make like a little gill, 2 little gills, and then I'm going to make some lines back here for movement. Okay, so now our little fish looks like he's moving a little bit. So you know what we're going to do next. We're going to hit apply changes. Awesome. Okay, so now we have another little fish picture, another frame. And so we're going to go down here and we're going to hit save. And so now we have 2 pictures. This is our first picture without the fish and our second picture with the fish. Okay, awesome. Now let's go into draw, paint tool. Had to do that twice. Okay, and so let's add somebody else to our picture. So I have this little guy right here. I'm going to add just a really super easy crab. And I do his black outline first. Okay. And so that's the outline of his body. I'm going to color him so I don't have to stay within that outline if I don't want to. But that's pretty much what I'm going for. That's his little shape. Okay. So I'm going to do stroke. Now, if your stroke is acting weird, click down here to fill and then go back to stroke. I had to click it a couple of times before it would let me choose a different color. So I'm going to choose this red, and I'm going to pick a little bit of a fatter brush, and I'm going to color him. And I'm going to leave a little bit of his outline. Okay, and then I'm going to get really super fancy and maybe make like dot for eyes, maybe like make an antenna, some dots for antennas, and maybe dots down here for his little feet. And then I'll do it again. Dots down here for his little like crabby legs. Ooh, cool. Okay, he's sort of looking in 2 weird directions. And now maybe make a thinner line. And then I'll pick a thicker line and do dot. Okay, cool. He looks sort of cool. All right. And then I'm going to hit, when I'm done with my crab, apply changes. Okay, nice. And then I'm going to hit save. And so now I have 3 pictures. A blank sea picture, which is, which is this. And then a picture with my fish. And then a picture with my fish and my crab. Awesome. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add a sunshine. So we'll go to Draw, Paint Tool to go back into where we can actually edit our picture. And let's do our paintbrush right here, our pencil, and let's do a big sunshine in the corner and some wavy lines, which is the rays of our sunshine coming off of our sun. Okay, so now we're going to go to Stroke, and you guessed it, pick yellow. And then let's do our great big fat pencil tool and pencil in some yellow. And let's give this like different shades of yellow. So let's do a little bit of yellow there. And we'll do a little bit of our sunshine in yellow. And that's it. Okay. Then go to Stroke. And let's do a lighter color of yellow. Oops. And I do the different colors, whoops, on top of each other. So I don't like that big thick block. So I can do undo right here, my undo button right here. And then I'm going to go to a thin. And I'm going to do a thin little goodie right here. Okay. Okay. And then let's add another type of yellow. Let's add this deeper yellow. And we'll do a thick. That's almost so thick. I almost don't like that. So I'm going to do undo, and then I'm going to go back to my normal yellow, and I'm just going to add more sunshine, and I'm going to trace it like this. I'm going to get a big old sunshine there. Okay, and then I'm going to do some big waves, big rays coming out of it. Oh, I like that. I like that better. Because I like a lot of sunshine, and the sun is coming down on us, and I love it. I'm just going to fill it in a little bit more. Awesome. Now maybe I'll make some orange strokes here. You know how the sun looks a little orange sometimes? Good. And maybe I'll make, I like this little patch of yellow right there. Maybe I'll make like a little patch of really light orange with a thick brush. See how that looks. Oops, I covered up some of my yellow that I like. So again, I'm doing this to try and get some depth to our sunshine. And I'm just coloring that over and over again to try and get to make it look really like realistic and not too so it has some depth to it. It's not too perfect because when you see the sun, it's always shimmering and it's always moving. And so you want to keep that movement in your picture. Now I think I want to do my blue a little bit over my sunshine. Like the waves are in front. And I think I want to add how the sun is hitting off of the waves a little bit. Ooh, that looks cool. And the sun is coming down. Now I think I'm going to add some I'm going to add some color to the background too. So let's do, whoops, I want to do a little bit more waves here. As the sun is hitting the waves, I want them to catch the feeling of the sun. Oh, I love that. Okay, so now let's do another sea animal. And one of my favorite sea animals to do is a seahorse. Okay, so the next thing that we want to draw is a little seahorse. So let's go ahead, and if your stroke is acting weird, click fill and then click stroke again. I don't know why it does that. All right, click black and then a smaller brush. And then let me do the seahorse facing the fish. So there's his little like snout. And then I curve him. Woo. Oh man. That's not sort of a good seahorse. So let me do undo and try again. Curve him. There you go. Let's do another one down here because they go in schools, I believe. This guy's littler. Cool. Okay. Our two little seahorses. Now they are pink. Oh, that's a pretty pink. So I'm just going to use a little bit more of a brush, a bigger brush, and I'm going to fill in our seahorse. And I do the top of him in this like pink color. And then I'll do a little bit lighter in the light color. Okay, awesome. And then I will go over here to my stroke. Whoops, it's acting weird again. And I go to my black and I put in just a little dot for his eye. Awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and apply changes. So we'll save. That means save. And then we go down here and save to the picture to our desktop or to our downloads, wherever our pictures automatically save to. Oh, and look how pretty that is. I love that. Awesome. Okay, so now we are going to work on sending this out to a loved one. Okay. Okay, so we have our sunshine, our waves, our seahorses, our little crab, and our fish. And we are ready to, let's go ahead and draw a little bit more accent lines around our little crab, like he's moving, and around our little seahorses, like they're moving. Awesome. I love it. Now let's, well, I picked a little bit of a fatter brush type, and I'm going to do dot, 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 to make it look as if my little guys are alive and breathing, and their little dots are little air bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to make some little white air bubbles too. Remember, if you have trouble with your stroke, go ahead and go to your fill, click on your fill for a minute, and then click back to your stroke, and then it'll stick a little bit better for you. Okay, so click on your white, and then let's do some white bubbles too. Bloop, bloop, bloop. If you have a fish tank, you'll notice that there are always like little bubbles around all the time. and I did white and black. And you can do your whites right on top of your blacks so they look as if they have a little shadow. Or you can just put them anywhere you want because there's loads of bubbles. Okay, so our fish and our sea creatures are sort of in the foreground, which means that they're bigger, and our waves and our sunshine are in the background. And I think our picture has a lot of depth, meaning it looks as if it's not so flat because we've used all kinds of shades of blue. So here's a lighter shade, here's a darker shade. We put different shades in our sunshine, and we made it look as if it's splashing. And we made little accent lines for our our undersea creatures to make them look as if they're alive and moving. And when we're all done, go ahead and hit Apply Changes. Now, let's go ahead and send this picture out to our family. So let's go to File, Save Image, and we'll save as a PNG. And then that makes a little, another picture. Go ahead and save to our downloads or our desktop, wherever our pictures automatically save. And now let's go ahead and share this. So we go to File, Host at Imgur. And so now we have the option of, we have some codes up here, our image codes if we want to put it into our HTML, or we can just go right here, share your work, and there's Facebook, Twitter, Google, Tumblr, Pinterest, Reddit, or good old-fashioned email. So let's go ahead and click on our good old-fashioned email. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and send this to myself. I have a couple of email addresses. I'm going to type them in here. You type your grandparents' email address, or you can type mine, computerteacherhudson@yahoo.com, or easycodesforkids@gmail.com. Let's add that one. easycodesforkids@gmail.com. I would love to see your pictures. And then in the subject line, I'm going to do my undersea picture for you. And then there's the picture file right there. So let's leave the picture file. Don't do anything to that. But let's add a little note. Hi, thinking of you, wishing we were together today in the sunshine. See you very soon. And then put XOXO, my name. And then I just hit send. Okay, now let's see if I can see what it looks like when it comes in. Let's see how fast it shoots it to me. Oh, okay. My undersea picture for you. Let's see. Ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And there it is. Yay! It takes your grandparents or whomever you've sent this to Imgur, where your Luna pic lives online. Yay! Look how pretty that is. It's bound to make somebody's day.